Salted breeze and tangled hair, summer floating everywhere. Tiny waves around our feet, soft reflections in the heat. Nothing louder than the sea, nothing pulling back on me. Open windows, open skies, golden colors in your eyes. Somewhere far beyond the blue, everything feels crystal clear. Seafoam dreams washing softly over me, wild and weightless like the tide on the reef. Seafoam dreams floating where the light begins, slow emotions carried gently by the wind. Ooh, seafoam dreams. Ooh, ocean breeze drifting through the coastal light, living slowly feels so right. Sunburned jackets, Polaroids, laughing over little noise, warm reflections on the shore, making time feel less important. Silver clouds above the waves, lazy afternoons remain, moments glowing in the blue, like the sky is opening too. Open windows, open skies, golden colors in your eyes. Somewhere far beyond the blue, everything feels crystal clear. Seafoam dreams washing softly over me, wild and weightless like the tide out on the reef. Seafoam dreams floating where the light begins, slow emotions carried gently by the wind. Oh, low tides, warm nights, everything is feeling light. Soft glow, bare roads, nowhere else we need to go. Seafoam dreams shimmer underneath the sun, golden hours living slowly as they come. Seafoam dreams like a memory in bloom, holding on to every little piece of you. White petals in the sunlight, salted skin and tan lines, your laughter floating slowly like a song across the breeze. Seashell traces by the shore, barefoot dancing near the water, golden sparkles on the sea, everything feels wild and free. Soft horizons turning gold, summer stories still unfold, your eyes moving like a wave carrying me through the day. Ocean daisy blooming in underneath the sun, sweet escape like a dream that's just begun. Ocean daisy floating softly through the blue, warm emotions painting colors into view. Ocean daisy. Drive me crazy. Sunlight dripping through the sky, living easy, feeling high. Worn out postcards in the sand, ocean wind around our hands, faded denim, sandy feet, careless moments in between, palm trees swaying to the light, slow reflections through the night. Oh, all the pressure fades away like the tide out in the bay. Soft horizons turning gold, summer stories still unfold. Your eyes moving like a wave, carrying me through the day. Ocean daisy blooming underneath the sun, sweet escape like a dream that's just begun. Ocean daisy floating softly through the blue, warm emotions painting colors into view. Soft glow, blue sky, summer living in your eyes. Ocean breeze, bare feet, nothing else could feel this deep. Ocean daisy shining brighter by the sea, golden memories living softly next to me. Dusty roads beneath our feet, fading lines in open streets, sunlight crashing through the leaves like a secret meant to keep.
Skin illuminated gold, silent stories still unfold. Mountain air inside my lungs feels like waking up at once.
Far beyond the crowded noise, something pure begins to rise. Hearts untamed and wandering like we belong to everything. Wild reverence running through the atmosphere, open sphere, open spirits leaving heavy shadows here. Wild reverence burning softly in our veins, golden silence flowing through us like the rain.
Wide horizon, living like the sky is ours, breathing underneath the
River echoes through the night, silver outlines in the light, slow reflections on your skin, pulling all my senses in.
forest shadows moving close, dancing underneath the glow. Nothing fragile, nothing forced, only freedom at the core.
Far beyond the crowded noise, something pure begins to rise. Hearts untamed and wandering like we belong to everything. Wild reverence running through the atmosphere, open sphere, open spirits leaving heavy shadows here. Wild reverence burning softly in our veins, golden silence flowing through us like the rain. Wild skies, cool air, firelight and tangled hair.
Wild hearts, slow flames, nothing ever stays the same.
Wild reverence shining through the open dark, weightless moments, floating further than the stars. Wild reverence carried by the northern wind, wandered all the places that we've been.
Soft light falling through the room, shadows wrapped in you, bare skin underneath the glow. Hearts moving slow. Summer and tangled sheets. Your perfume across my sleep. Quiet sparks inside your touch. Never asking for too much. Frozen like a photograph. Holding on to moments fast. Something deeper starts to rise in the silence of the night.
Slowburn love, glowing like an endless flame. Sweet devotion, running gently through my veins. Slowburn love, turning darkness into gold. Close together, like a story never told. Slowburn love, glowing like an endless flame. Sweet devotion, running gently through my veins. Slowburn love, turning darkness into gold. Close together, like a story never told. Everything begins to change. Slow hearts, dim lights, floating deeper through the night. Slowburn love, shining through the afterglow, burning softly with the rhythm all around. Slowburn love, living underneath our skin, holding on to everything this night could give. Silver air across the waves, running circles by the shore. Open skies and restless hearts, like a fire waiting in the dark. Soft reflections on your skin, summer slowly pulling in. Late night colors drifting wide, like the ocean came alive. Caught inside a perfect glow, summer only we could know. Something burning deep inside, keeping all our dreams alive. Wildlight, shining through the open blue. Wildlight, pulling me closer to you. Wildlight, running through the atmosphere. Weightless hearts, living like there's nothing to fear.
like a constellation in the dark. Glowing through the fading dawn, wildlight, like a feeling carrying on. Wildlight, floating underneath the stars, holding on to every piece of who we are. Golden stains across the floor, open windows, salty air. Your voice drifting through the room, like a memory reappear. Faded denim, tangled hair, sun-kissed shadows everywhere. Slow emotions floating free, like the tide inside of me. Late night colors start to blur, still feeling every word. Something living in the glow, making it impossible to let go. Warm reflections, running circles in my mind, like a fire frozen
Sunlight painted on your skin, windows downward drifting in, warm air tangled in your hair, summer magic everywhere. Radio humming soft and low, long roads wrapped in amber glow. Your laugh echoing through the heat like a rhythm underneath. Slow days turning into nights, burning colors in the sky. Something wild is waking up every time you look at us. Heatwave hearts running through the summer air, wild emotions floating higher everywhere. Heatwave hearts like a fire we can't hide, golden shadows dancing underneath the light. Ooh, heatwave hearts, electric sparks, living like the world stands still, chasing every kind of thrill. Palm trees leaning in the wind, salted nights and sun-kissed skin. Late night talks beside the shore, making silence feel like more. Streetlights glowing through the haze, lost inside these endless days. Nothing pulling us apart, only heatwave hearts. Slow days turning into nights, burning colors in the sky. Something wild is waking up every time you look at us. Heatwave hearts running through the summer air, wild emotions floating higher everywhere. Heatwave hearts like a fire we can't hide, golden shadows dancing underneath the light. Warm breeze, soft rain, everything begins to change. One touch, bright eyes, summer living deep inside. Heatwave hearts burning through the coastal night, holding memories like reflections in the light. Heatwave hearts still alive inside our souls, carrying pieces of the summer we let go. Saw that fading eyes, your reflection in the light. Low battery missed calls still showing up inside my mind. Cold drink between the seas, streetlights sliding underneath. You said nothing for a while, still louder than the silence now.
Red lights, fast lanes, something I can't walk away from. One look, no brakes, still crashing through my veins.
Replay value, you don't fade like the others do.
Replay value, still got fingerprints on my move.
Replay value, hear repeat without a reason to.
Replay value,
Yeah.
I still come back to you. Replay value.
You don't fade like the others do.
Replay value. Still got fingerprints on my mood.
Replay value, we repeat without a reason to.
Replay value. Yeah, I still come back to you.
Replay Low glow, cold air, your memory still everywhere. One touch, too late. Now everything just feels replayed.
Replay value. Still playing underneath my skin.
Replay value,
Like a cycle pulling me back in.
replay value.
Even silence says your name. Replay value.
Nothing hits me quite the same. Passport buried in the glove box. Half a tank and worn out shoes. Street signs fading in the rear view. Nothing left for us to prove. Your hand resting near the window. Cold air rushing through the dark. Every mile feels unfamiliar. Like we finally broke apart.
Different skylines changing shape. Old routines begin to fade. Something pulling us ahead further than we've ever been.
Nothing to declare. Nothing holding us here now. Nothing to declare. Just the silence and the headlights. Nothing to declare. Every border disappears tonight. Nothing to declare. Only open air and fading city lights. Ooh, nowhere else but here. Leave the static far behind. Let the road erase our name. Lay receipts inside the console. Empty bottles on the floor. We stop talking about tomorrow. Somewhere north of 24.
Different versions of ourselves disappear beneath the lights. Like the past can't reach us anymore once it falls behind. Different skylines changing shape. Old routines begin to fade. Something pulling us ahead further than we've ever been.
Nothing to declare. Nothing holding us here now. Nothing to declare. Just the silence in the headlights. Nothing to declare. Every border disappears tonight. Nothing to declare. Only open air and faded city.
to declare, like a film still burning bright. Nothing to declare. Every shadow falls away tonight.
Nothing to declare. Now the world feels infinite. Nothing to declare. And for once that's everything. Cold air settling in my chest. Soft vibrations, nothing rests. Lines are shifting out of frame, breaking out of form or shape. Pieces drifting out of sync. Edges blur the way I think. Quiet turning into tone. Patterns forming on their own. Pressure fading from my core. I don't feel it like before. Wave connecting deep inside, taking over what I hide. Every wire feel the shift. Energy begins to lift. All the weight just falls away. I'm awake inside the wave. Every wire spark the light, tracing forms beyond my sight. Let it move, let it guide. I'm alive, electrified. Are bending into place. Time rewrites what I erase. Fragments turning into flow, building what I didn't know. Touching something undefined, clearing out the noise inside. Now the current runs so clear, nothing left to interfere. Rising past the inner noise, breaking out without a choice. All the pieces realign, locked within the time. Every wire feel the shift. Energy begins to lift. All the weight just falls away. I'm awake inside the wave. Every wire spark the light, tracing forms beyond my sight. Let it move, let it guide. I'm alive, electrified. Close enough to sense the change. Nothing ever stays the same. Let it take me as I go, drifting through the flow. Every wire now I see what this state has done to me. All the silence turns to sound, spinning slowly all around. Every wire, nothing lost, moving through without a cost. In this moment I remain free from all the chains. Light spills out across my skin, breaking through from deep within. All the edges start to fade, drifting far from what was made. I can see in your eyes, shifting past all the skies. All the way begins to clear. Everything is brighter here. Higher than I've ever been. floating through a deeper sense. All the noise is falling thin, clarity is settling in. In this space we open wide, leaving everything behind. We're in a boundless state tonight, breaking past the inner lines. All the walls are far behind. Now we see with open eyes. Boundless state amplified. Every layer comes alive. In this moment we can be more than what we used to be. Shapes begin to realign, guiding paths I couldn't find. All the pieces fall in place, shifting into open space. Time dissolves into a glow, gentle waves begin to flow. In this space I come alive, everything begins to shine. Lifting through a higher plane, moving past the silent strain. All the tension fades from view, only what is clear comes through. In this state we're fully free, everything is meant to be. We're in a boundless state tonight, breaking past the inner lines. All the walls are far behind. Now we see with open eyes. Boundless state amplified. Every layer comes alive. In this moment we can be more than what we used to be. Stay within this endless glow. Let it guide where we will go. All the limits fade from sight, everything is open wide. In this moment we align, crossing into something wide. We're in a boundless state tonight, shining in a higher light. All the edges fade away, only clarity will stay. Boundless state we remain, moving through without a chain. In this moment we can see all of what we're meant to be. Boundless, shifting colors in my sight, fragments forming out of white, edges glowing undefined, breaking patterns in my mind. Waves of silver intertwine, tracing paths I couldn't find. All the silence starts to break as the atmosphere reshapes. Something pulling me ahead through the space inside my head. Tension turning into grace as I enter light phase. In the light phase I expand, feel the spark inside my hands. All the shadows drift aside, leaving nothing left to hide. Light phase, everything
faces fall in line, tracing out a new design. Lightphase, nothing undefined. All the scattered parts combine. In this state, I feel complete, standing in the light phase.
Soft wind drifting through the leaves, golden light between the trees, quiet steps on open ground, all the noise is fading out, shifting colors, earth and sky, moments passing slowly by. In this space I start to feel simple tones that stay so real. Breathing deeper, steady now, letting go, I don't ask how. All the weight slips far away, only calm is left to stay. There's a pulse in me tonight, moving with the fading light. Each breath turns into a guide, keeping everything aligned. Pulse in me, calm and free, flowing through so naturally. In this moment I can be all the quiet parts of me. Water tracing through the stone, carving paths now clearly shown. Open air across my skin, letting all the tension thin. Distant echoes fade from view, colors shifting softer hues. Nothing heavy, nothing tight, only space and open light. All the seconds feel so clear, grounded fully in the here. Weightless in the open day, drifting slowly into play. There's a pulse in me tonight, moving with the fading light. Each breath turns into a guide, keeping everything aligned. Pulse in me, calm and free, flowing through so naturally. In this moment I can be all the quiet parts of me. Stay within this open air. Nothing calling anywhere. Slow release and gentle flow. Let it rise and let it go. There's a pulse in me tonight, softly glowing, feeling right. Layers drifting out of sight, leaving only what is light. Pulse in me, clear and true. All the noise fades out of view. In this space I finally see there is peace inside of me. Suitcase still beside the bed, sun trapped in my sweatshirt. Faded wristbands, parking stalls, little proof we lived it first. Morning traffic down below, different people, different roads. Somewhere summer kept unfolding, even after we let go. Every promise changed its shape, every feeling learned to fade. Still I hear it in the silence, like an echo underneath. Everything kept moving, even when we wanted time to stop. Everything kept moving while we held on to the moment. Everything kept moving like the tide beneath our feet. Everything kept moving, still a part of me stayed there. Everything kept moving. Ooh, everything kept moving. Ooh, nothing stayed the same. Speakers in the distance, half awake and caffeine hearts, watching strangers reunite while the sunrise pulled apart. Different seasons waiting somewhere, different versions left behind. Still the nights we thought would disappear replay in my mind. Every promise changes shape, every feeling learned to fade. Still I hear it in the silence, like an echo underneath. Everything kept moving, even when we wanted time to stop. Everything kept moving while we held on to the moment. Everything kept moving like the tide beneath our feet. Everything kept moving, still a part of me stayed there. Everything kept moving. Ooh, everything kept moving. Cold air, daybreak, another city starts to wake. New lights, same sky. Something's